After turning 70, I began to see life with different eyes. Not better, not worse, just more aware. I realized that the speed of youth had pushed me through moments I should have lingered in, memories I should have savored, silences I should have embraced. And perhaps you, listening now, find yourself in that chapter of life too, where everything begins to shift. The pace, the colors, the priorities, things that once seemed urgent no longer are, and those we used to overlook suddenly matter more than anything. Time has been both a stern teacher and a gentle guide. It doesn't rush. It doesn't yell. It simply repeats its lessons day after day until we're finally quiet enough to listen. And so I listened. And what I learned, I now share with you. I've learned that silence is not emptiness, it's presence. In a world full of noise, silence became my most honest companion. It held my hand through grief, whispered clarity into confusion, and offered me peace when my thoughts screamed the loudest. I no longer fear silence. I welcome it, because within that stillness, I've found the voice of wisdom. And in that sacred quiet, I began to hear myself again. Then I discovered the art of breathing, not just to survive, but to live. Deep, intentional, gentle breathing, not the kind you rush through when you're late or anxious, but the kind that brings you back home to yourself. Every slow breath is a reminder that I'm alive, here, now, and in each breath, I feel God, I feel grace, I feel grounded. When storms of emotion rise, I don't run, I pause, I breathe, and somehow the storm calms. Forgiveness came next, not as a choice, but as a necessity, carrying anger, resentment, regret. It weighed me down more than I ever realized. I thought I was protecting myself by holding on, but in truth, I was building walls around my own heart. Forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting. It means choosing peace over pain. It means saying, I will not let this wound define my days. And when I forgave not just others, but also myself, I felt a freedom I can hardly put into words. Happiness, I've come to understand, hides in the ordinary, not in wealth or fame or grand plans, but in the soft, quiet moments we often ignore. The smell of freshly baked bread, the laughter of someone you love, the comfort of warm socks on a cold evening, a simple good morning from a neighbor. These are the things that fill my heart now. They cost nothing, yet they're priceless. I used to chase joy. Now I recognize it because it was always there. I just didn't slow down enough to notice. As I grew older, I realized that the only moment that truly belongs to us is now. The past, a teacher, the future, a mystery. But today is a gift wrapped in breath and possibility. I wasted so many todays waiting for better tomorrows. No more. Now, I rise with gratitude and sleep with peace, because the present is where life truly happens. My body has changed. My energy is different. But I've also learned that my body is not something to fight. It is something to thank. Every wrinkle is a chapter. Every ache, a reminder that I've lived. I walk slower now, but I notice more. I eat less, but I taste more. I speak softer, but I mean every word. Caring for this body, this sacred home, means listening to it, nourishing it, respecting its pace. And as my body aged, so did my understanding of the soul. I began to feed it with stories, prayers, kindness, quiet afternoons, and meaningful connections. I read more poetry. I spent time in nature. I talked to God, not always with words, sometimes just with my presence. Above all, gratitude became my most faithful prayer. Not a forced habit, but a way of seeing. When I open my eyes in the morning and simply say, "Thank you," something shifts. My burdens feel lighter, my mind clearer. Gratitude has the power to transform a moment, and over time, a life and love. Oh, love. It doesn't fade, it deepens. It's no longer loud or flashy, it's quiet and enduring. Love now looks like showing up, like listening fully, like holding someone's hand without rushing to let go. It's remembering a friend's birthday, even when no one else does. It's saying, "I forgive you," when it's hard. In the end, all that truly remains is the love we gave. So if these words found you today, I believe it's because your soul needed them. Share this moment with someone you care about, someone searching for peace, for truth, for stillness. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Find Your Peace, a gentle space made just for you, a place to breathe, a place to remember what matters, a place to be seen just as you are. Let us know in the comments what part of this reflection spoke most to your heart. Your story might be the light someone else has been praying for. And please, never forget, it is never too late to love, never too late to begin again, never too late to live with meaning. May your walk be light. May your mind find calm. May your soul find peace.